It started with passion, 100%. I grew up in my dad's shop, and he was a mechanic, and that was all I knew. But I always wanted to detail. And I kept trying to hey, you should start letting me detail out of your shop. And he's like, no, you got to focus on school and football and music. So he never really let me take that step. And then he backed somebody else to come in and detail out of a bay. But again, his focus was trying to just get me through school. And then once I got into college, I kind of just started my own thing on the side. And that was more of a passion thing. Everything I've always done has been self-taught. I just learned it, failed a lot, and just keep moving forward and just learning life lessons, hard lessons, just to try and make myself better. My name is Dave, Dave's Detail, Wichita, Kansas. My favorite part of the process is the customer experience. That 100%. I want to be, as much as I love the hands-on stuff, and that's how I started with that passion, my passion has turned into connecting with people and providing something that nobody else does. Giving people the experience that no other shop's gonna give them. I'll give you a great example. This just happened yesterday. I have a client who is a really large social media influencer, and we tinted her car. And I just said, hey, you don't owe anything, this is your birthday gift. So happy birthday. And she sent me a message. She was like, we don't get that. Everybody expects us to pay for stuff. So we don't really get gifts. And so she was just baffled. And I said, you're just a person. You're not tied to money for me. You literally are just a human being, and you deserve that. So I think treating people just giving those little special things that make them feel like they're not going to go anywhere else, And so many of my clients over the years have been we are never going anywhere. And it's just part of that experience for them. My favorite part of Wichita is the convenience of Wichita. I feel like we offer a lot of things that larger cities offer, but you can get anywhere in 15 minutes. My favorite part about the client base is the eclecticness of it, because Wichita is kind of weird in the fact that people say they don't have a lot of money. There's a lot of hidden money in Wichita, just old money, but you're also starting to get some of this new money stuff coming in on the west side. So you get the really old traditional hot rod guys all the way up to the newer, luxury vehicles, and then people with Ford Escorts. I mean, it's just a huge wide range. When I talk to customers and they're looking at choosing if they're going to go a coating route or not, I might be a little bit different than other people. There's the main spiel of, yeah, it's a sacrificial barrier that helps protect your OEM paint, yada, yada, yada. I don't specifically sell like that. I may throw that in a little bit here and there, but my goal when a customer comes in is I have them bring the vehicle in, we walk over the vehicle. The first thing I say are, what are some problem areas that you notice? Show me. And then we walk around the vehicle. And as we walk around the vehicle and they talk about their problem areas, I point out some things that I may see, and then it catches their eye, and then they see it. And then we start talking about how to fix that. The entire time I'm not selling, I'm just educating of what I see, what's there, how to fix it, how to make it right, and from there, how to protect it. And the best way for me to protect it is going to be a CQUARTZ brand coating. Finest is obviously always the goal because it's the most protection and lasts the longest. But at no point in that conversation have I ever sold them, or, back in the day when I sold cars, you go through all these trainings of selling cars and asking, pre-closing questions and leading questions and yada. I don't do any of that. I had a conversation with a customer a couple weeks ago on a Finest job, and I specifically asked him, at any point, did you ever feel like I was selling you something? And he was like, not at all, dude. You literally just talked to me and you informed me what we had, how to fix it, how to protect it. I build the value consistently throughout the process. And by the time I get to the number it's a non-factor. My favorite part with the CQUARTZ network is the connection to all these other shops. Number one, just on a personal level, and number two, on a professional level. So professionally, there's a wide range of shops, from single owners to guys who have 20 employees. And learning from those guys and taking little bits of what makes them successful, and especially being at VERGE, has been instrumental in learning those things, because then you can sit here and have conversations, the real conversations with people. We're not on social media. You're not seeing the highlights. You're having actual feedback of what they've done to get over that hump or whatever you're dealing with and push yourself forward. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just connecting with the community that we provide. And when Corey got this started, it was character based, and he's kept that throughout. And he will bring somebody in based on their character before he'll bring them in based on their skill. Their skill level is there, but we can help refine that skill level. It's hard to help refine character. So I think the biggest thing is just having such a quality group of character individuals that we can all connect with is a huge thing. It's brought people together that you normally wouldn't ever be involved with. So being able to call people and lean on people, maybe in a professional manner, but for me, it's mostly in a personal manner. And maybe people don't see their struggles, but, and I don't want this to sound crazy, like I feel like I see people's struggles more than what other people see. So, and there's other guys in this group that do the same thing, that will intentionally call guys to check in on them, maybe about their business or about their life, and in general, their kids, wife, whatever. So I think just really being intentional about developing these relationships is the most impactful thing for me. There's a lot of people that are just, that struggle and they hide it. So for me, I just think the most important thing is making sure that they know there's people here, and specifically in this network. But then somebody gets up and speaks, maybe Grant speaks or Wes speaks, and they just, something hits them that they're going through, and they're like, oh, like I can make it through this. And then trying to develop that connection to them. The drive for me is, I wouldn't call it drive. I would just say that's just me being an everyday, normal human being. One of my goals is to be able to connect to more people. I've always wanted to network and connect to people, but that's one of my goals, is to be able to reach out to more people, because I have like certain people I reach out to already. But then I'm like, who else am I missing? So I kind of watch and pay attention to those things. Like even social media, I can pick up on everybody's doing good, 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 good. But I can see like something in the background may be off, and I'll reach out to that person. The Verge event, chopped up into a few sentences, is, I wouldn't even chop it up into a few sentences. I would say one word is connection. That's it. 100%. I don't think there's anything else that describes it besides that. Hosting Verge 2026 is huge for me. Not a lot of people know that like it was my goal to be one of the hosts, because we always go to like Florida, California, Seattle, and all these like places that people could actually go to vacation. Nobody says, I'm going to go to Wichita, Kansas vacation. So trying to like talk Corey into having Verge here was, I didn't really talk him into it. I said, we should do it here. But it's important because I feel like it helps me like reach another goal of mine, another step in just the evolution of what Dave's Detail has been and what we provide. And again, we try and provide something different than anybody else. So even though we're in Wichita, Kansas, I want even you guys to feel that same way, that there's a differentiator between my shop and maybe somebody else's shop. And it could be that experience that you guys get when you come here, even when you roll into Tornado Alley in the middle of a storm. I think people who are wanting to grow in this industry, regardless of what network they're in or if they're even in one, is we live in a world that information is so prevalent. Like you can just find whatever you need to back up. We could be on two sides of the aisle. You could be completely wrong or I could be completely wrong. I can find evidence to back that up. But the important thing is there's so many people out there that have been there, done that. You can 10x your speed in business by just learning from people who have already went through the struggle. I think there's something beautiful in going through the struggle, but there's guys that take that struggle out for a lot of people if they plug into people and connect to people and learn from people in different networks or whatever it is, even online. Like there's so many people that are like YouTube University, whatever. Those guys have done it sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're full of it. That's why it's important to really get into a network that you can connect to, because it can really speed up your process. My goal has always been to put as much food on tables for as many people as I possibly can. I'm so far away from that goal. Like, I still, like, that's one thing that pushes me. And so I've helped competitors start business like in the same town. Because there's the competition side of me that like secretly wants you to struggle. But at the same time, if I can help you and speed up your process to your success, then why wouldn't I? So I think that's the most important thing, is just learning from all the other people's struggles so that you can not struggle so much. And it could just be not even professionally, it could be your relationship at home. If you can cut out some of your struggle professionally, it'll cut some of those struggles out that some of us maybe had experienced at home. Maybe it's the older I've gotten, but the most important thing is to connect. It could be, you don't even have to be in to cars or in a car group. Like, this is just life in general. Just connect to people. I think we get so busy with everyday life, which is like, we're slammed, man. Like, we don't stop. We don't stop moving. My wife, rock star, nonstop. A group of people like we, came up with in college. We haven't lost connection. We get together, we do things. And you can see sometimes like people are like, oh, I'm so busy, yada, yada, yada. You still need that connection, because once they start losing that connection, you can kind of see their struggle a little bit, where mentally, whatever it is, and trying to just keep tabs on those people and keep connecting to those people is one of the biggest, most important things in life. We weren't put here to be solo individuals, like my youngest, the kid's a genius, super smart, but he also likes to just have his time, be by himself, chill. But he also is, even that 10, aware enough to like know that he also needs connection. And part of that is me and his mom making sure he's connecting. But he's so good and natural, like salesman. The kid's a hustler. So he's kind of got both aspects of like having that being alone to going out and connecting to people. So he knows that. But that was kind of taught, right? So I think there's people that self-isolate all the time. And being able to reach those people is a huge benefactor to not only you personally, but also them and what it does for their life. My name is Dave Mefford. I own Dave's Detail, and I am Team CQUARTZ.